This time we'll go over the pronunciation of the words in Unit 8. The first word in Unit 8 is animosity. Animosity. Animosity is a noun meaning a strong dislike or bitter hostility. Animosity can be used like this. There may be a long history of animosity between rival leaders of a political party. Or, long-standing racial and religious animosity eventually led to the outbreak of civil war in Bosnia. Now let's try the second word in Unit 8. It is apathy. Apathy. Apathy is a noun meaning a lack of feeling, emotion, or interest. People suffering from certain mental illnesses may view the world around them with total apathy. Or, someone who is resigned to his or her fate may sink into a profound state of apathy. The third word is apprehensive. Apprehensive. Apprehensive is an adjective meaning fearful or anxious, especially about the future. It's normal, for instance, to feel a little apprehensive on the first day of a new job. Similarly, a patient facing major surgery is likely to be a little apprehensive about its outcome. Let's move on to the next word. It is commend. Commend. Commend is a verb meaning to express approval or to commit to the care of. A general may commend an entire brigade for extraordinary bravery on the battlefield. Or a court may commend an orphan to the care of a foster family with a proven record of success. Our fifth word is compatible. Compatible. Compatible is an adjective meaning able to get along with or to work together. If a marriage is to have any hope of lasting, the two people involved in it must be compatible. Or, a particular software program may or may not be compatible with the type of computer you own. Word 6 is condolence. Condolence. Condolence is a noun that means an expression of sympathy. It is customary to send one's condolences to a friend who has lost a close relative. Or you can buy pre-printed condolence cards in stores dealing in different kinds of stationery. Our next word is consecrate. Consecrate. Consecrate is a verb meaning to make sacred or to set apart for a special purpose. In his Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln said, "The brave men who struggled here have consecrated this ground far above our poor power to add or detract." In like manner, a person may consecrate his or her life to helping the underprivileged. Let's move on to word 8. It is decrepit. Decrepit. Decrepit is an adjective meaning old and feeble or worn out. It is often best to put a decrepit pet to sleep rather than let it go on living in pain and suffering. Or, 65 years after the end of the Civil War, a few decrepit veterans of that conflict still met once a year to recount their youthful exploits on the battlefield. Our next word is deride. Deride. Deride is a verb meaning to ridicule. Jonathan Swift took great delight in deriding the claims and pretensions of the ruling class of his day. Similarly, critics of a particular presidential administration may take every opportunity to deride its policies and proposals. Next we come to ingenuous. Ingenuous. Ingenuous is an adjective meaning innocent or sincere. A remark may be ingenuous, for example. Or, you may find the ingenuous faces of young children a heartwarming sight. Word 11 is multifarious. Multifarious. Multifarious is an adjective meaning having great variety, or numerous and diverse. A philosopher may spend a lifetime contemplating nature in all its multifarious forms. Similarly, the responsibilities of government may grow far too multifarious for any one person to handle. Our next word is obsolete. Obsolete. Obsolete is an adjective that means out of date or no longer in use. Technological advances may render a piece of equipment obsolete. Or, changes in the way a language is spoken may make certain words or grammatical forms obsolete. Word 13 is omnivorous. Omnivorous. Omnivorous is an adjective that means eating all kinds of food, or having a wide variety of tastes. Many dinosaurs are now known to have been omnivorous. Similarly, you may know someone who is an omnivorous collector of stamps or dolls or baseball cards. Next up is parsimonious. Parsimonious. Parsimonious is an adjective meaning stingy or meager. It isn't always wise to be too parsimonious in one's tipping habits. Or, a person may be very parsimonious in his or her use of superlatives. Let's move on to word 15. It is quandary. Quandary. Quandary is a noun meaning a state of perplexity or doubt. Trying to decide what is the lesser of two evils can often leave a person in quite a quandary. Similarly, a person might be in a bit of a quandary about how best to solve a problem. Our next word is recalcitrant. Recalcitrant. Recalcitrant is an adjective that means stubbornly disobedient or resistant to authority. A car motor that refuses to start on a cold winter morning might be described as recalcitrant. Or, revolutionaries usually find it necessary to take strong measures against the more recalcitrant sectors of the citizenry. Word 17 is reprisal. Reprisal. Reprisal is a noun meaning a repayment in kind. Alexander the Great attacked the Persian Empire in reprisal for an earlier Persian invasion of Greece. Or, during the Second World War, the Nazis often executed innocent civilians in reprisal for attacks on their own troops. The next word is revel. Revel. Revel functions as two parts of speech. It can be used as a verb meaning to take great pleasure in. An athlete who wins a gold medal at the Olympics is entitled to revel in his or her success. Revel can also be used as a noun meaning a wild celebration. At the close of Shakespeare's Tempest, Prospero says, "Our revels now are ended." Word 19 is stultify. Stultify. Stultify is a verb meaning to cripple or to have a dulling effect on. A home environment that is too restrictive or protective may stultify a child's emotional growth. Similarly, a government that is too centralized may end up stultifying local or individual initiative. The last word in Unit 8 is suave. Suave. Suave is an adjective meaning smoothly agreeable or pleasing to the senses. A politician may be noted for the suave way in which he or she fields reporters' questions. Similarly, a virtuoso pianist may exhibit a suave mastery of keyboard technique. Now let's review the words in Unit 8 once more. They are pronounced animosity, apathy, apprehensive, command, compatible, condolence, Consecrate. Decrepit. Deride. Ingenuous. Multifarious. Obsolete. Omnivorous. Parsimonious. Quandary. Recalcitrant. Reprisal. Revel. Stultify. Suave. Well, that completes our work on the words in Unit 8. If you've had any difficulty pronouncing them, or if you feel you'd like a little more practice before you actually try using them, replay this section of the program.